welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I do handbag videos, comparisons, unboxings. Today I have an updated review for you and it's the Le Pliage from Longchamp, the backpack version. So many of you might have seen or even own a Longchamp Le Pliage item, and most of them are usually tote bags. I think I have shown one on my channel a long time ago, but I do own I think about 4 of the tote bags and I love them a lot. One of which is the larger size with the Eiffel Tower on it. They do a lot of, well, depending on the city that you're in, they have like special designs for them, but one of them is a small size one that I have, and that one doesn't fold up, and that one's in a coated canvas, which I also like. And then I have, I think, one more. Maybe I only have, now I forgot. But then I think I have one more, which is the small size, and it is the foldable one. So I don't know if I've done reviews on all of them here, but I certainly use them quite interchangeably. But I wanted to review this backpack in particular because I don't see it as often as the totes. The totes you can see almost anywhere when you're walking down the street, but not so much the backpacks. And I actually think that they should be mentioned because it is a very, very good bag. Now, the totes are very famous because they are lightweight, they travel well because they could fold up, but they can also fit a ton. And so the weight of the bag to the ratio of what you can fit is really, really big. And in comparison to a lot of other travel or just bags in general, this makes it very good for traveling. Another thing that is really good about these bags is that it is made of nylon, and the inside is coated so that it actually is waterproof. And the same it is for these backpacks. So the one that I have in particular, you might notice is a little different because it is the club version. The club has many different colors, but what's different about them is that the leather tab part of this, instead of being the usual brown, it is the color of the bag. So this one I have in antique pink, and so then therefore this is also antique pink. But I love the turquoise color. That's one of my favorite colors, and you can see that it is piped that way as well. The straps are not brown, they are the color of, again, like the material of the bag. So that's another difference. It still has the Longchamp metal pull for the zipper, and the inside is white color. There is a slip pocket right here, and then a very big empty backpack pocket. The back just looks like this. There's no pocket, and the 2 straps are adjustable, which is nice. This backpack does fold up like the regular. Let me just fold it up really quick. This backpack does fold up like the regular Le Pliage tote bags. Oh, they also come in, I think, duffel bags type of thing that you can use as a travel bag. So those are also very handy, and they all fold down. The only one that does not fold down, I think, is the coated canvas. So yeah. So when it folds down, it looks like this. You can fold it nicer, but it looks like this, as you can see. And so you snap it shut, and then you can put this in your luggage. So why I really want to bring your attention to this is because I've actually been using it quite a lot recently. I am here studying in Australia, and I don't have my full bag collection, so I use what I have, but I also brought certain bags for a special reason. This one in particular is because I wanted a backpack that I could use also more fashionable. So I don't want to just have a regular school backpack, because then I want it to still match my outfits when I take photos or anything like that, and this fits the bill. So that's the reason for bringing this one. I was pleasantly surprised when I was trying it out that it could actually fit my laptop and laptop sleeve, so that is also another reason why I brought it. This backpack, like I said, is water resistant. I might even call it waterproof, and the reason is because I haven't done this, but I have heard at least two people tell me that they spilled their water bottle inside the bag and it did not leak. It was just sloshing around the bag, which of course isn't really good for anything in it, but it shows how much water it could block between this barrier. Another example is I brought it to snorkeling, and I was on this small boat and it was just splashing everywhere. The entire bag was wet, but none of my stuff inside were wet, and I was so pleasantly surprised because my phone was in there, so I was like, oh my god, this is bad. The leather has been rained on, but as you can see, this is more of a treated material on the top. The bottom is a suede, so this one isn't really good to get wet, but it has gotten wet and it still looks okay. I got this about 6 months ago and I've used it heavily about 2 months ago, and I would say it looks pretty much brand new. The bottom is not lined or have feet because obviously if you have to fold it up, you don't want that. And I have put it on the ground. I don't think you can see much wear on it. Honestly, the entire bag, you cannot see much wear on it. So let me just show you what can fit inside, because you'll be pleasantly surprised what can fit. Now, the bag itself doesn't look very big. It's hard to see on me right now, so I'm going to insert a photo if I can. But you can also visit me on my Instagram at Clutch to Carry All, and you'll see a lot more of my photos there wearing this bag amongst a lot of the other ones. But this bag, like I said, has a slip pocket, which I generally put more immediate, smaller items that I would want to have access to. And then I usually have like a card holder, a wallet, a portable charger, glasses, and you can see that there is tons of space. It is not heavy at all, and yeah, you could fit a lot in here. I fit jackets, I fit sweaters, I put a ton of like scarves in here, and it does expand quite a bit. As you can see, it could expand quite a bit, but yeah. The most impressive thing, which I'm going to show you right now, is this is my MacBook Air, the 13, and this one is in, I think, gold, but it looks rose gold. Anyway, so I don't want to just put, I don't want to just put this in here, because since this is so thin, I don't want it to be banging up against things when I move around. So I have a laptop sleeve that I brought with me, and this laptop sleeve looks like this. It has 2 zipper pockets, which actually is really good because I put my mouse in here, I put my the chargers, the wires, all the stuff that I have. I put them in here, these 2 compartments, and there's also a slip pocket. If you're interested in this one and you have a MacBook 13 Air, I will link it below because I think this is a really good option. It has this plush lining. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Anyway, so the laptop fits perfectly in here, as you can see, and then if I zip it up, it looks like this. And then I'm just going to slip this in here. So it's a very tight squeeze, as you can see. It's very tight, but it does close. So let me just show you. Oh, here's a zipper. So once you have it, it looks like that. There's still space, so if I wanted to, I can still put the 3 items, my wallet, card holder, charger, and glass case, or glass case. There's still a little bit of space, so I could probably put, I don't know what else I would put in there, and maybe like a book or lip product, something in here. As you can see, it does zip up quite well. Like so. And of course now it is heavy because I have a laptop in here. I mean, anytime you carry a laptop, it does add a lot of weight. But as you can see, it's pretty slim in profile still, and I would say in terms of weight, it's not as much as compared to other laptop bags. I generally either use this bag to carry my laptop to class, or I have my Senreve Voya tote. But the Voya tote is a lot heavier because it does have a lot more compartments and it is lined. And generally, because it is a bigger bag, I fill it with more stuff. So this one, you can only bring the bare minimum, but that's also good for your back. Now, you might have also noticed that when you wear the same thing on your shoulder versus on your back, it does feel more heavy as a shoulder bag. So my tote bag does feel much heavier when I wear it on the shoulder versus putting everything in here and wearing it as a backpack, because the weight is distributed. So that's another reason why I like backpacks, because it offers a better, well, it's better for your posture. So I really like this bag. I've been using it a lot because it does have the features of this. If you have a 15-inch laptop, it will probably not, actually pretty sure it will not fit in here. But if you have a 13-inch, chances are good that it could fit in here even with a sleeve. So this backpack, another pro about this is all pros. Actually, I don't even know if I can find a con, but another pro is that it is less than $150. So for a designer bag, obviously this one is not all leather. It only has the leather tab here and the holder here. Even though that's the only part of the leather, it is still quite inexpensive for a designer bag. So if you're trying to find something that does look nice, is designer, or you just want to dip your toes in and get started with your collection, I think this bag or the totes are a very good investment. The good thing about this one over the totes is that it does not look saggy. As you can see here, it doesn't look very saggy. The totes, I have needed to buy a base for it so that things don't just fall down to the bottom and then create like a dip, so that the base allows it to be flat and so that the bag doesn't look weird. So I've had to do that for the totes, but for this one I did not have to. That's another really cool thing about it. So if you are in the market for a very cute backpack, not too heavy, travel friendly, and fairly inexpensive for a designer product, I would say definitely look into the Le Pliage Backpack. And if you have the tote already, you'll know how good it is, and I would also suggest to look into the backpack as well. For a backpack, because it is on your back, it is very important that you have a secure closure, and having a zipper closure plus a button here to close makes it very secure, so that when it's on your back you don't have to worry about someone sticking their hand in and stealing something. Although I do have to say, at certain areas where I feel like the crowd isn't as trustworthy, I do wear it in front like this, and then it also keeps it quite protected. But I really love that it has the zipper so that it does feel a little bit more secure, especially, you know, if you set it down and like things slosh around and, you know, it's not falling out of your bag. I already mentioned this, it is a nylon bag and it does have the coating on the inside that makes it water resistant, but this is also the same lining that will allow you to clean it, so because it will be wipeable. So far, even though this is white on the inside, I haven't noticed any marks or wears, even though I do toss things inside directly. So I highly recommend, because it does seem to be quite a nice bag. I hope that was helpful. I'll try to leave the dimensions of this bag below if I could find it. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer it. I'll also try to link this bag as well as the traditional, not the club ones, below if you would like to check it out. I think they are a great price for what you get, so highly recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!